Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is DaShanna, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top baby must-haves for the newborn stage. So all the newborn must-haves that I think are super important, vital, is going to be in this video. So now, okay, let me just set the stage real quick. There's going to be a ton of videos out there, a ton of resources out there, a ton of lists and checklists out there for what you need for the newborn stage. My approach to this video is going to be very minimalistic. It's like, if I have these things, like I can get by, okay? The other stuff is like fluff, yeah? I wanted to take this approach because honestly, I remember being a first-time mom and even a second-time mom. I'm doing research and it's everything. Everyone's like, you need everything. You need this, you need that, you need 4 of those. And it was just too much, especially if it is your first time and you've never gone through it. You are pretty likely to fall into that I need everything kind of a vibe. And listen, if that is you, I get it. You want to be over-prepared instead of under-prepared. I get it. I totally get it. I was like that too. I brought everything but the kitchen sink to the hospital and I will do it again, right? I get that. I just wanted to do something a little bit different for this video and do like the bare minimum. So if you're interested in just like a quick one-stop shop, like where do I go? What do I need? Real quick, I got you. All right, so in no particular order, let's go ahead and jump right in. The first thing that you have to have is something for the baby to wear. So I'm thinking onesies, long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever it is that you need, wherever it fits your climate, some sort of onesies. I honestly, for newborns, these new cute 17-piece outfits don't need. They poop, they have blowouts, they spit up. It's like not so much. But in terms of like they're sleeping, zippered sleepers, okay? Ones with the zipper. The snaps that go all the way down, not a fan, okay? Zippered sleepers. They are the long sleeve, the footed ones that just have zippers. And if you want to be specific, because I'm here to help you, the 2-way zippers. So the ones that you zip up to close and then it has another zipper that you can just access like their bottom half to change their diaper. And then you zip them back down, as opposed to unzipping their whole onesie. But either way, the zippers are better than the snaps, hands down. Okay, next is a sound machine. Now, this is one of those things where it's kind of controversial in the sense that some people believe in them, some people don't believe in them. Some people only have them once they are in the baby, like the baby's in their own room. I think sound machines are great. So you can get a portable one, you can get a regular one. We use the Hatch Baby, and I think it's amazing. So if you're interested, I'll leave all the links down below. You can check out like the description and how people use it, see the reviews. But I think a sound machine is super important, especially one that has maybe a timer or a light or that goes to an app on your phone, something like that. Hands down, amazing, must have for me. I also had a portable one and I, chucked it in their stroller when they were sleeping and I was out, and it just kind of helped soothe them. But yeah, a sound machine, must have. Next up is somewhere safe for your baby to sleep. So whether you are co-sleeping or you are room sharing or baby's going in their own room right straight from the hospital, totally up to you. I'm not here to judge. We room shared, so we did not co-sleep. My baby wasn't in bed with me to sleep, but we did have a bedside bassinet. So we had the Halo bassinet, I think, and I was able to push it right up to my side of the bed and I could just kind of lean in, get her out, feed her, put her back, etc. So somewhere like something like that for baby to sleep safely. You also want to think through what they're going to do like in the daytime. So if y'all have a 2-level home or a single level home or something and you're going between rooms, somewhere for the baby to be safely. So we had a DockATot. So we had a lounger and we had the DockATot. I love it. I used it with both kids and it was just amazing, just somewhere for them to be. And I didn't have to worry about them rolling off or falling off or, I don't know, getting smothered by a pillow. I don't know, just somewhere safe for them to be. So bedside bassinet we had and a DockATot. Next up, obviously diapers and wipes. What I would do, here's a pro tip. Pro tip number 1, if you're having a baby shower, do a diaper raffle, okay? have someone put aside $10, $15, $25, $50, whatever, for a gift card for the winner. But literally have a diaper raffle, say that you're accepting all diapers, all sizes, and just try to get people to bring diapers to you. One, this is going to be an awesome opportunity for you to figure out what works. Babies go through about 10 diapers a day, if not more. So like being able to choose and see what brands you like, what styles you like, whatever. And sometimes just in a pinch, just grab that box from, the closet, and you're fine, as opposed to having to run out to the store or place an order. Just do a diaper raffle, I would say, is probably like a really good idea. Secondly, use and take, you paid for it, take everything at the hospital. Everything. Wipe them clean. You know why? Because they are going to have to toss it anyway once you check out and once you leave the hospital. So when they say, hey, the diapers are in here, the wipes are in here, that is for you. When you leave, take that stuff with you. It just helps build your stash, and it helps you prepare for those first few days at home. Okay? You paid for it. I'm speaking as a doula. I've been in labor and delivery more times than I can count. Take it. Take the stuff. Okay, next up is some sort of carrier. Now, this was really, really important to me, just to be able to baby wear. I think skin to skin and the connection and all of that is just so important. But also when I became a mother of two. So when I had how old was she at that point? 18, 19 months old. And I had a newborn. I needed both hands. I needed to keep tabs on my baby while I was holding my newborn. I still needed to do dishes. I still needed to change diapers. Everybody's diaper. So like I needed a safe place and I needed my hands. So I think I actually had all three of these, but you can do like a wrap. You could do an actual carrier or like a ring sling type vibe, but some sort of carrier. So I don't remember the brand name of the ring sling, but I had the Moby wrap and I had the Ergo Baby carrier. And then I'll link the ring sling that I had down below as well. But some sort of carrier that allows you to baby wear and have your hands free. Must have. Next up is going to be a bottle brush. So I know this sounds random in comparison to the other things, but it's important. You need a bottle brush or something to wash your baby's bottle. So to get up in the bottle, to get up in the nipple, to clean it all out, all the parts, I think is super important. I was very specific about what we use to clean the baby's things versus our things. I just think adult things are just interesting, and I didn't want any of that coming in contact with baby's things. So we had a specific bottle brush that like you could wash the bottle and scrub, but you can also like, it had a separate piece that you can clean the nipple out, because you know how sometimes you can't get all the residue out, you know what I mean? So you just, okay. I loved it. I'll link it down below. Next up, and this is going to be pretty niche, but I believe it's important. I stand by it. I swear by it. I will buy it for new moms, like regardless, and I will recommend it until I am blue in the face. The Windy. This is by Frida Baby, and it is amazing. So newborn babies deal with gas quite a lot. And yes, there are the exercises you can do with their legs, push them up and do all the rolling around and all of that to kind of pass the gas. I would say, I think somebody recommended to me like gripe water, but if you read the directions, or at least the one I had, it said that you couldn't it said that you couldn't really give it to them until they were like 2 weeks old. So it was like 2 to 4 weeks. And then it was like 4 weeks to 6, and then 6+. And like, I'm like, what about the first days that they're at home? Like, what can I do? So we use the Windy. It's not medication, but it's an actual device that gets inserted to help pass the gas. And a lot of time there's poop trapped up there too behind the gas, and so it all kind of comes out, and it is just amazing and caused so much discomfort to be alleviated because it helped both my girls tremendously. So the Windy, I will recommend it. I'll put a link in here. Lifesaver. Must have. Next up is a swaddle. I think unless you know how to swaddle properly and you've got your technique down and you're not like afraid of hurting your baby, I think you can do regular blanket swaddles, but it is kind of an art form. It is kind of a technique. For me, I honed my craft a bit having 2 kids, but I also was terrified. I remember being terrified in the very beginning with my first daughter because she broke out of it. And the blanket was like, oh, and I just freaked out. So yeah, learning how to swaddle I think is really important. So ask them when you get to your postpartum room to show you how to properly swaddle, and I think it's really important. And if they don't know, if they don't do it the best, ask for the best nurse on staff to show you how to properly swaddle. But I believe a must-have is the zippered swaddle. It's like a swaddle suit kind of thing, and it was able to keep them where they needed to be. And I had 2 different ones. One was really good for my second baby because she just moved around a lot. The other one, the first one that I had, it kind of keeps their arms up like this because both my girls enjoyed doing this, and it just zipped them up in this position and they would just sleep, you know, with their head to the side or whatever. And they were warm and I didn't have to worry about it. But I will link it down below. I can't remember the name of it, but it was gray and it was stretchy and I loved it. And I didn't have to deal with blankets and I didn't have to deal with the Velcro. The Velcro is cool in theory, but it's actually really loud when it's like 3 a.m. in the morning and you're not trying to wake anybody up, especially the baby. It's a little loud. So the zippered swaddle, must have for a newborn. And I'm just gonna throw in these 2 as like an extra. I swear by, recommend, and say is a must-have is a meal train. Or if you can't do a meal train or you don't feel like you have a ton of community to ask, I would prep your some meals ahead of time. I did a video a while back when I was pregnant with my first baby on the freezer meals that I made for postpartum and recovery. I knew that my mother-in-law was going to be here for a little bit, but eventually they had to leave. My mom, you know, all of